Join me as I dive deep into the crazy world of TLT stock and try to figure out what's really going on right now. TLT stock, or iShares 20+ Year Treasury Bond ETF, is an exchange-traded fund that tracks the performance of long-term U.S. Treasury bonds. It's a popular investment vehicle for those looking to tap into the bond market, offering a way to gain exposure to the long end of the yield curve. The significance of TLT's current movements in the financial market cannot be overstated, as it often reflects broader investor sentiment and economic trends. The recent challenges TLT stock has faced have been substantial. Market volatility has been a major concern, with interest rates fluctuating wildly in response to economic data and Federal Reserve policy decisions. This volatility has led to a decrease in investor appetite for long-term bonds, causing TLT's price to swing dramatically. Investor sentiment has also played a role, with many investors becoming increasingly risk-averse in the face of economic uncertainty. As a result, TLT has experienced significant outflows, further exacerbating its price movements. Another challenge TLT has faced is the changing landscape of interest rates. With the Federal Reserve adjusting its monetary policy stance, interest rates have been on the move, impacting the attractiveness of long-term bonds. Economic indicators, such as inflation and GDP growth, have also influenced TLT's performance, as they shape investor expectations for future interest rate moves. Investor trends have been another factor, with some investors rotating out of long-term bonds and into other fixed-income assets. This has led to a bit of a supply-demand imbalance, which has weighed on TLT's price. As interest rates continue to influence TLT's performance, it's essential to consider their impact on the broader bond market. When interest rates rise, the value of existing bonds falls, causing TLT's price to drop. Conversely, when rates fall, TLT's price tends to rise. This inverse relationship is critical to understanding TLT's movements. Additionally, economic indicators like inflation and GDP growth help shape investor expectations for future interest rate moves, which in turn affect TLT's performance. Investor trends, such as the rotation into shorter duration bonds, have also contributed to TLT's recent challenges. One critical moment in TLT's recent history was the significant price drop it experienced during the interest rate hike cycle. As the Federal Reserve raised interest rates to combat inflation, TLT's price plummeted, causing concern among investors. This event marked a turning point for TLT, as it highlighted the ETF's sensitivity to interest rate changes. The price drop was a stark reminder of the risks associated with long-term bond investing, and it led to a reevaluation of investor strategies. In the aftermath of this event, many investors began to reassess their exposure to long-term bonds. The recent price action has been quite dramatic, with TLT experiencing a substantial decline in value. This has led to a lot of discussion among investors about the prospects for the ETF and the broader bond market. Some investors are optimistic that TLT will rebound, while others are more cautious, citing ongoing economic uncertainty and potential interest rate volatility. To sum it up, TLT stock has been facing significant challenges, from market volatility and investor sentiment to changes in interest rates and economic indicators. These factors have all contributed to a complex and dynamic environment for long-term bond investors. If you've been following TLT stock, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you been impacted by the recent price movements, or are you taking a wait-and-see approach? If you're interested in learning more about investing strategies, be sure to check out our video on navigating market volatility.